Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another morning ramble. And I wanted to, there's Sid Banks, those of you who are new to these rambles, he's a enlightened Scottish welder, no longer with us, but it's sort of, he was, if you've heard of the three principles, you've heard me talk about the three principles. Sid was the one who first sort of explained life via these three principles of mind, consciousness, and thought. And there's a particular quote of Sid's that I've been sitting with a lot, and I wanted to just share it and talk about it a little. It's from a video series taken from some live lectures called the Long Beach Lectures. And he said, "You have to go beyond all concepts, and you will find it in the stillness of your mind. When you go from the known to the unknown, from the physical to the spiritual. When you hear beyond the word, an inner light goes on, and it brings out inner knowledge and wisdom, spiritual intelligence before the contamination of human thought." And now here's the pivot. I'm going to read this last bit and then go back to the top. It is a feeling. You are looking for a feeling. Don't listen to the words. Look for a feeling. So I'm going to go back to the top and encourage you, point out that it's a feeling that you're looking for. You're looking for a feeling. Don't listen to the words. Look for a feeling. You must go beyond all concepts, and you will find it in the stillness of your mind when you go from the known to the unknown, from the physical to the spiritual. When you hear beyond the word, an inner light goes on, and it brings out inner knowledge and wisdom, spiritual intelligence before the contamination of human thought. It is a feeling you are looking for. Don't listen to the words. Look for a feeling. And I've talked in other rambles and Caffeine for the Soul podcasts and pretty much everything I do about it's a feeling. But the bit of this that's really been meaningful to me over the last month or so is this idea of going beyond all concepts. And it's a bit of a hard one because I've got really cool concepts. Like, I don't mean I made up really cool concepts myself necessarily, but like I love my concepts. I love concepts like live in the now, and the now is all there is. And there's two aspects to it. There is a truth to that. Now is all there is. Right? The past is only here now as a memory and thought. The future never ever arrives. So now is all there is. But I tend to get into the concept of now and try to be here now. And am I in the now? And it's all very heady. And when you go beyond the concept, what you're left with is the truth, whatever that is. So you go beyond the concept of now, and you find yourself in the reality of now, and it's a feeling. It's not a concept. I love the concept of we're living in the feeling of our thinking, not the feeling of our circumstances. That's the basis of the inside-out revolution in a lot of my work. Now, the concept of it is, well, if I'm living in the feeling of my thinking, then, and we have this whole sort of logical game that we get into around, well, then I should be able to think that, and I should change my thinking so that I don't feel this, and that's the concept. Now, when you go beyond the concept of living from the inside out, you're still in the reality of an inside-out world. You're still living in the feeling of your thinking, not the feeling of your circumstances. But it doesn't have any implications. At least none that you can think through or figure out. So the last concept, of course, to go beyond is going beyond the concept of going beyond all concepts. Oh, if I'm going beyond all concepts, then I mustn't hang on to this and I mustn't do that. Well, if you can go beyond the concept of going beyond all concepts, you're going to find yourself somewhere very cool. So Love to hear what this evokes in you, what this prompts in you, what concepts you'd like to go beyond. And please post them in the comment section below. Have fun, learn heaps, and I will talk with you soon.